now with t&ntv TV, with the main man himself, Mr. Azim. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Well, it's fantastic. Thank you very much for being on your own channel. And we're just about to say, your Hassan and Adam had a fantastic performance recently on Sky Sports and BOXXER, and both won by knockout. Hassan was first round knockout. Adam was the second round stoppage. How was that experience? How was that performance? How do you rate the boys?
Yeah, performances were good. Obviously, in their first fight with BOXXER and Sky Sports on that type of platform, and it's the first time, well, Adam's second fight that he's had crowds for his fight. So there was a lot of new things for them to obviously not only grasp but also to learn from. And obviously these fights are going to get more tougher. The crowds are going to get bigger. The pressure is going to be more. So these are early days in terms of their development, both in terms of the platform they're boxing on, but also in their own training as well. So these things for them is just a matter of time. They build up to then fight for a world title in the next number of fights. So for everyone they ticked a lot of boxes, not just for myself but also the trainer and Sky Sports as well. So hopefully they're going to be bigger nights. Obviously 19th of February is their next fights. They're both fighting on the same show on the undercard of Kell, Brook and Amir. So that's going to present a new challenge. Obviously that's 22,000 people compared to this it's about 7,000-8,000. So new challenges, new audience, and it's on pay-per-view as well. So people that want to watch that will be ones that want to pay for it and watch it. So those will be boxing fans that will be watching that. So everything's going in the right direction for them, both in terms of their development but also their careers as well.
So the bar's been set very high now with these stoppages, which are very pleasing to the eye, as well as Adam's incredible backflip turned it all at the end. So looks like I think people's expectations are quite high now in terms of what they can expect from the Azim brothers.
Yeah, I mean they've put a stamp, their own their own image. Adam's now doing the backflips, and also he's really flashy in the ring as well, elusive. He's got good power, and then Hassan's knocked out somebody within 50 seconds. I don't want them to emulate those the first fights. Just carry on doing what they're doing. Knockouts will come, and it's all about entertaining themselves, but also the crowd. So these things they do, knocking out people and then doing the backflip, that's all about entertainment. This whole business of boxing is about entertainment. But also, as I said, development as well. They're developing themselves in terms of skill sets, fighting long range, short range, on the ropes, inside fighting, speed, power, everything. Then it's all, the earlier fights based on that, development, this.
And now the preparations are underway for February the 19th. It was a sellout in, I think it was 9 minutes.
That's right.
Etc. And I'm sure Shane's got the boys already in really good shape and condition.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're looking forward to what the rest of 2022 has in store for them.
Yeah. So 2022 is going to be quite busy for them. They've got 5 fights lined up each. Hopefully they'll be fighting on the same shows. They come in as a pair, so you rarely get 2 brothers fighting on the same shows, being British Asian as well. So I think they're probably one of the first British Asian brothers fighting professionally. So big 2022. Adam's got a few fights. I think this fight is a 6th rounder, and then after that he'll be fighting 8 rounders.
Wow.
And then towards the end of this year we'll have a couple of 10 rounders. Hopefully there will be a small title belt. It's all about building that fan base, building that exposure through Sky Sports. Sky Sports are going to do a fantastic job in terms of promoting the boys. Obviously using Amir as being a British Asian Pakistani himself, and tying the two together. And all I can say is it's going to be very busy, very exciting, very entertaining 2022 for the boxing fans.
We look forward to watching the journey unfold, and also your personal opinions on the card of Kell, Brook and Amir Khan. Who do you think is going to win that one?
You know what? I keep changing my opinion on that. So, Amir Khan has changed his training camp. There's a lot of things he's brought in for this training camp. The fact he's training in the same training camp as Crawford. Kell Brook has been very quiet. I think the other day he's only just put a video out just in response to some of the things Amir Khan has said. So, it's quite interesting. So I'm on the fence at the moment here, 50-50. It's all about who has the better punch resistance in this fight.
So I suppose we will find out on the 19th of February.
Yeah, I don't want Amir Khan to knock out Kell Brook or Kell Brook to knock out Amir Khan, because I like to see them in a rematch in a bigger stadium. I think, as you said, 22,000 tickets sold within a few minutes, which means that they could have sold a lot more. And unfortunately, AO Arena, that is probably the biggest indoor arena. So commercially, I think they should not knock each other out. Bring it into a stadium fight. They can sell 60, 70,000 tickets, which is this is all great for boxing. Obviously we had a couple of years under COVID. The fans want that. They want to see these big stadium fights. 50-50 fights. And obviously I know they're coming towards the end of their careers. The fight is a few years late. However, people are still interested. They both are prize fighters. They're both former world champions, and for them, it's a retirement. And I think the best retirement is just have a couple of rematches. Out of three, who wins the first
with good memories.
Yeah, so out of three, who wins it? That will catapult British boxing, and also. For us, it'd be good for us as well. Hopefully, we'll be on all of the undercards, and develop their reputation, their exposure, and so everyone wins in this. I think, it's a 50-50 fight for me. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Azim of Team Azim TV, and we'll look forward to seeing you and the boys in 2022. Thank you.
Yep.